Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a lap guide for Lago Maggiore with the Volkswagen Beetle Group 3. Let's get this started. Brake right after you pass the 100 meter mark. Brake as much as you can. Take advantage of the curb on your left. Slowly start to accelerate. Then brake once again. Go as inside as you can and slowly start to accelerate your way out. Bring yourself to the right. Ease off on the throttle. Then bring yourself to the left and then start to brake before you pass the first black billboard that is on your left. You'll be trail braking quite a bit while taking advantage of the curb again and slowly start to accelerate to make sure you don't get too much wheel spin. The track limits here are pretty lax, so you can take advantage of them on most of the turns. Then brake when the little gray curb on the left ends, and you'll be adjusting your braking power as you go along this turn. Bring yourself to the apex, and when you hit it right here, that is when you slowly start to accelerate. This car understeers a little bit, so you want to be a bit careful about that. Then look for the gray and red area on the right, as that will be your next braking point, and you'll be trail braking through a good chunk of this turn to set yourself up for the next turns. Fully accelerate through this turn, then lift off the throttle here for a short moment, and then you can fully accelerate through these next two turns. For the big banky boy, you will start to brake before you reach the 50 meter mark. Brake as much as you can, and don't take too much advantage of the inside curb, as cutting too into it will result in a slower exit speed. You can easily accelerate through these two turns at full throttle, but for this right-hander, just don't get yourself into the grass, otherwise you'll get an off-track penalty. Then brake well before you reach the 50 meter sign, and since this turn is a bit long and drawn out, you'll be trail braking quite a bit through here. Slowly start to accelerate, then look for the end of the curb that is on the left, as that will be your next braking point. You won't be braking for too long, so use just a little bit of braking to get your car adjusted to finish the turn. Then for this final turn, just make sure you start to brake well before the curb on the right ends, and you'll be trail braking quite a bit through this turn, and make sure you're careful on the acceleration so you don't go too wide and you are good to go. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, so this is Mr. MCA wishing you a good race, and I'll see you in the next video.